Tharun, can you help me?
Yeah, sure. Put your hand in here.
Focus. Yes. 8 months ago. 8 months ago, in the faraway lands of Velu, there was an almost worthwhile podcast hosted by a diverse set of nerds.
Hey, they are good only da.
We talked about topics ranging from music to literature to art and news. But there's a festering force left unchecked. Procrastination.
Somehow, they have returned with an all new cast and are brimming with hope. To see how long it lasts, you'll have to listen to the podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Almost Worthwhile podcast, an initiative by the Hindu Education Plus Club. Today we have a bit of a special episode where we're interviewing
Tharun, the voice that you've been hearing for the past 2 episodes of the 3 that have come out,
and you are?
the outgoing chairperson of the Hindu Education Plus Club.
Okay, so in the past 2 years, how has
Uh-huh.
college been for you?
I mean, college only started like last year. I wouldn't call it 3 years, almost now.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I mean, it's been going good.
Hmm.
Thepsi has been a big part of it, and I'm
Hmm.
glad that I've been a part of it.
Hmm.
But yeah, there have been highs and there have been lows.
With 70% of your college tenure over and your
Uh-huh.
Tepsi's chairperson tenure ending, how do you
Yeah.
feel right now?
It's bittersweet. I'm relieved that I don't have to be on the other side of the table anymore. You know, I
Okay.
can just throw random stuff like that, and now you have to deal with that.
Okay. Okay,
So,
we're gonna have to deal with that,
Yeah,
yeah.
but then I mean, it was good though. Like, I got to meet a lot of people, work on a lot of interesting things,
Hmm.
and yeah, stuff's still going good. So yeah,
When I talk about Tepsi, is there any particular memory that comes to mind? Something fun that you like to remember?
I mean, meetings had always been fun. You know, like interacting with seniors when I was junior core, and then interacting with you guys
Yeah.
when you guys are now senior core but earlier junior core. That was fun. And yeah, working with FC in general, like I found a lot of my interests over here, a lot of which I didn't think that I was really into.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was also a big part, you know, self-discovery if you were to be pretentious about it. But
Okay,
yeah,
okay. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Personally, working with you, I've noticed that you have a very calm and collected self. Like, you are able to handle situations very well, and you always seem to have a solution to that. How
guys,
did you?
I did not pay him, guys.
How
This
did-
is not the paid.
Yes, but like I genuinely just want to ask him, how did you develop something like that?
I mean, I don't know. It's always been that ways with me. I guess I don't really know why is it like that, but I've never been a big mouth. You know, I just do my work and let the work speak for itself, no matter how subpar it is. But yeah, I mean, my work speaks for me. I don't
Okay.
like to run my mouth a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
impressive. Okay.
Subtle flex, yes.
How does it feel looking at the podcast that you started right now come to this level?
First of all, what he and his team is doing right now is insane. So the podcast was something that Akhil, shout out to Akhil, our club member had, you know, like when we were junior co, so basically a year back or so, more than a year back now. So yeah, that was just an idea that he had, and then our board at that time gave the task to him to sort of develop it on his own entirely. And then he decided to bring me on board. So I mean, we were given free will, you
Free
know,
rein.
like whatever you want to do, just do it, just get it going, because it's something that our club collectively had been, you know, working towards for many more 10 years before theirs. So yeah, they just wanted something to be out, and we just, you know, we were just riffing off of many different ideas.
Yeah.
We tried a lot of things. We brought Ritika in, and then we have had collaborators like Chiteshwari, who was our events head. Like, we've had many more people. We've collaborated with other clubs also on the podcast. So yeah, it's just been, you know, wonderful of how, you know, this podcast just came about, you know, from not even knowing what to call it to now being in a, you know, official, you know, recording room.
Yeah.
I remember when it used to be on G Meets and stuff, and then there have been episodes that we've completely shot
Yeah.
and then just forgotten to record the
Wow.
G meet. So yeah, this feels so much more better. So yeah.
We went from recording on Gmate with the most scuffed setup possible
Yeah,
to like an
man.
actual radio
But
room.
you can actually hear, me breathing into
Yeah,
the
yeah,
mic,
yeah.
or else a doorbell ringing
Mm.
in my house.
Personally,
Yeah.
the funniest thing about the first podcast was how scripted it is.
Yeah, I mean, see, in our heads, we were hilarious, okay?
Yeah.
In our heads, it was the funniest podcast to have ever been created.
Yeah.
The minute I heard the final recording, I was like, no, this ain't it. We rehearsed it for almost a week. We knew till the very last detail that who will laugh at what joke and who will give
Canned
the
laughter.
comeback. Yeah, but I mean, we did learn a lot from it, and yeah, I guess the quality has been increasing. It's been a uphill since
It was so funny because of how pre-recorded. You could hear every single thing. It was so
Yeah.
scripted. But it's funny because you guys went from a completely scripted podcast to what seemed like a completely unscripted podcast right after that.
Yeah, so yeah, we learned a lot from that.
Yeah.
I mean, we were never in denial about it. We never thought that we created the best
Yeah.
podcast and nothing else can be. We ourselves ridiculed the podcast a lot more.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we knew what we had to do to make
Yeah.
it better. And the second one was a lot more, it was a lot more organic.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that is something that I'm still proud of,
Yeah.
to make that leap. But yeah, let's see the
I
future.
mean, with organic, we're pretty much
Yes.
going. We're winging most of it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So we're going as natural as we can go.
Yes. Okay.
Now the Tepsi podcast has been shifted to us, to the new board and to
Yes.
the new core.
Congratulations to the new board. Yes.
How do you feel about that right now? Do you feel proud? Or do you feel nervous, anxious?
Yeah, I mean, it's my surrogate baby.
Yeah.
It's Akhil's baby.
Yeah.
But I have co-parented it since inception.
Yeah.
So I mean, I am a bit, new parent issues.
Yeah.
Will you take care of my
Yeah.
kid properly? But I'm really excited to see the direction that you guys will take it towards. So yeah, big expectations, no pressure at all.
Okay, no pressure at all, of course. Over this year, we're planning to do so many more podcasts here, so stay tuned for that. We're going to do a lot more different types of content and then different forms, and a lot more people are going to come on, different guests. Hopefully, other members of the previous board, we're going to be discussing a lot more fun
get them all
topics.
and get the tea to spill.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of tea spill here, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, I've heard for you that you are a movie aficionado.
Yes, one could say that.
Okay, and you've written scripts for movies?
I mean,
Okay.
I who's telling you these
I
things?
just heard from the grapevine.
Who are you talking to?
It just came to my mind.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I've written a couple short films mostly, but yeah.
Short films. Okay,
Yeah.
can you tell me something about those?
I mean, see, I've always been a huge movie fan. I remember early days when I used to watch the Jackie Chan films, Rush Hour, Drunken Master,
Okay.
Will Smith films, Sylvester
Okay,
Stallone
great.
films
Yeah.
with my dad on I remember waiting for movie premieres on TV.
Star movies.
Yeah, the ones
HBO.
which had like 10-15 minute breaks.
Yeah, and they record they put the
Yeah.
same movies again and again.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
remember doing all of that. So yeah, I mean, I was always into movies, and then when the lockdown happened, I sort of rediscovered my passion for it. So yeah, after that, and it was around that time when I started getting into writing too, like
Okay.
literature. So I
Okay.
thought, why not actually get into the technical stuff.
Okay.
So that's when I started writing scripts. I got into the film society.
A film society.
Yeah, VIT Film Society. So we did a podcast with them too.
Great. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, so after these two interests, converged, I thought that I could write scripts as well. Met a lot of talented people. I have made 2 films of the scripts that we've written. So yeah.
What are those movies? Do you want to plug them if something?
No, I mean, none of them are on official media as such. It's
Okay.
just on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, nothing as such. But I guess one of them should be really. I sound like I'm some huge
director.
movie producer or something. But yeah, I guess one of them should be coming out soon on YouTube
Okay.
or something. So yeah.
Maybe one day you'll be a prolific director and
Who
we'll
knows,
interview again.
Yeah.
But you'll be
directing is a
uh,
huge task, but I guess writer doesn't sound
Writer's
so
not
bad.
so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what kind of movies do you like watching for the most part? Any particular genres?
Pretentious. No, I'm kidding. No, I mean, but yeah. No genres as such, but anything that's like honest. Like this year I really liked The Banshees of Inisherin.
Okay.
Did you?
I don't
It's
think I
got
know that.
yeah. It's like a really simple story.
Mm.
It's about two dudes in some remote village in
Okay.
Ireland in the early
Okay.
20th century.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I just like good stories.
Mhm.
So yeah, those are the kind of films.
Do you-
I wouldn't elaborate on my taste or dislikes a lot, else this podcast will get cancelled before it even goes.
I think we're definitely going to elaborate on that. So personally, I enjoy sci-fi movies a lot. So much so
Uh-huh.
that I've gone through 90% of the catalog on Netflix. I
Uh-huh.
will put on any such sci-fi movie and watch them. Particularly Blade. Have you watched Blade Runner?
Yeah, I have watched both of them.
The cinematography in that is just off the
Yeah,
rails. So good.
okay, contrarian view, unpopular opinion. I like the original one more than.
You like the original one
Villeneuve's-
more.
yeah,
Okay, that is a hot take. I do
Yes.
not like that take. Okay.
Yes.
Anything about any other particular movie? I heard you like a particular movie called Magnolia.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. That was in fact a fun fact. That was sort of like the first write-up that I ever did for Thepsi.
Okay.
So it was a movie review on Magnolia.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's one of my. I mean, it is my all-time favorite
Favorite
film.
movie.
Paul
okay.
Thomas Anderson, shout out,
Mm-hmm.
daddy moment for you.
Okay.
So
Okay, if you
yeah.
had to sell me that movie in a minute, what would you tell me?
it's just got everything, everything that you wouldn't expect
Mhm.
and everything that you wouldn't think works, like such a huge star cast, so
Hmm.
many parallel lines
Hmm.
going. I mean, you can clearly see the influence that Walt Whitman had on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like stuff like that is just too much. The entire gist of the film lies on coincidence,
Hmm.
and the making and the working of the film itself
Okay.
is just that one thing has fallen into place for
It
that
just
film.
all clicks.
It just makes sense
It's like
to
a
me,
machine where one gear is
Yeah.
missing, you plop it in, it all starts
yeah,
working
it's
magically.
just smooth. It's just like butter for me. That film
Mhm.
just lifts me up.
It just works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that later. Then
You
for
need to,
sure.
you need to, yeah.
for sure. Any other movies that you like to talk about?
Any
Okay,
other
one disappointment you had this year or last year
this year or last year?
that you're looking forward to.
This year I
Any
don't.
you mean TV shows, books, movies,
Um,
anything of the sort.
I don't know. Like I've been recently getting into TV shows a lot more.
Mhm.
I saw White Lotus recently.
Okay.
Yeah, White
Ah.
Lotus season 1 was shit.
Mm.
Season 2 was really nice. Like
Okay.
I had fun with season
Mm.
2. But other than that, contrarian views on a film that came out this year.
Hmm.
I can't really think of anything right now.
Nothing
as such.
particular.
No, I
Okay,
don't.
do you like watching a lot of fun action movies? Just like turn your brain
Yeah.
off, just watch it.
Yeah, I watch a lot of
Mhm.
them. Like I recently rewatched Tropic Thunder.
Oh my
after
god,
a long
classic,
time.
absolute classic.
You just can't make that film anymore.
Off the rails wild
Yeah.
stuff happening
You-
here and there.
You can't make it now. It will get cancelled.
Those movies are made for Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
He's so good on those movies because I feel like he doesn't even play a character; he just plays himself.
Yeah, see, RDJ was always that sort of a guy,
Mhm.
like even in the films that he's made with his dad,
Yeah.
like Senior. Like Robert Downey has always been, the experimental sort of guy, which never got him fame until
Mhm.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he got sucked into that vortex of making money and good
Mhm.
films, and it
Yeah.
was good fun. Like
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints against
Mhm.
Iron Man. But yeah, I really would like to see more, his original, like his kind of niche audience that
Mhm.
doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love to see him in more fun roles.
Any particular actor that you enjoy watching, like, or director?
Director is Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, Paul
okay.
Thomas Anderson, all-time favorites, and then I guess other than Paul Thomas Anderson, few other
Okay,
Scorsese.
I'll name two directors: Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino.
Man, why did you?
The most mainstream
No,
ones. The
no.
most mainstream ones. But you gotta agree, they make great movies.
Okay.
Okay. So you think they don't?
Okay. They do.
Okay.
They do. Like Nolan, he makes good films.
He makes good
He
films.
gets revered for that, and I mean, it could be slightly lesser than what he does get. He
Okay.
doesn't deserve all of it.
Okay.
He deserves most of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Quentin Tarantino, like, honestly, he's like a guy whom I don't want to like.
Yeah,
But he makes good films, but he's a really weird
he's a
dude.
weird guy. Yeah, he's
So
a bit.
yeah, I'm
he's
not
a bit
really.
cuckoo like that.
Yeah, I'm not really comfortable admitting my love
Like-
for his films. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any issues with his films as such. They hold
Mhm.
up for me.
Personally, I love Quentin Tarantino. I went on a huge binge watching all his movies.
Yeah.
And I watched Inglourious Bastards and
Yeah,
my
I mean,
God.
it's the rite of passage to become a
Yeah.
cinephile, to have watched Nolan, to
Mm.
have watched Tarantino, you know?
Personally, Tarantino's movies are so fun. I could just put one
Yeah.
on and just watch it, and
Yeah.
it'll just be a great time.
Yeah.
Okay, any
Always a
show
good
that
time.
you watch that sticks in your mind, something that you
I'm-
just come. It just
I'm
comes
not
to your mind.
a huge shows guy.
Mhm.
It's been recently only that I've started watching shows,
Mhm.
but two shows that I really dig, and both of which the new season is coming out this year, I guess, is one is Atlanta.
Atlanta,
It's
okay.
created by Donald Glover, Childish Gambino,
Donald Glover, of course.
and his
yes.
brother Stephen Glover.
Mhm.
So that show is like really trippy. It
Mm.
just keeps getting trippier with each
Mm.
season. It's just
Mm.
insane. And the other one is Barry. It's by Bill Hader,
Bill Hader.
the
Okay.
guy who, you might have seen him on SNL and stuff.
Okay, I know who that is.
Yeah,
I know
he
who that
looks
is.
a bit like Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Mhm.
him. It's his show. It's basically like he's a retired hitman who's trying to make it big in
Okay.
Hollywood.
Oh, I've heard of this. Yeah,
Yeah.
Barry. Yeah, now I
Yeah.
know this one.
It's,
Yeah.
just, it's just really
Yeah, the retired
off the
hitman.
hook.
Yeah, and then he has to go back into it. Yeah, I've seen
it's
that.
really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, about music. Any hot takes on music?
Hot takes on music, I don't really have hot takes on music as such. I mean, as much as I'd like to, have pretentious taste in music, what
Mhm.
I've come to realize is I fit in right into a box of the like I am the genre defining, like I
Mm.
listen to the same 4-5 artists.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly like Beatles, Queen,
Okay. Oh, so okay,
yeah,
that kind.
Frank
okay.
Zappa, and Led Zeppelin.
Oh, Led
huge-
Zeppelin, of course.
Led
great.
Zeppelin.
Perfect.
And the new guys too. Like I like Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean, yes.
Yeah, I mean Childish Gambino.
You tell me your tastes aren't pretentious, but they are like slightly pretentious.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they're not pretentious. They're just very generic to the
Okay.
specific. Like
Mm.
sad boy, not sad boy, but you know the guy
Mm.
who listens to Frank Ocean.
Yeah, and then he starts crying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar.
yeah.
It's just the starter
Yeah.
pack. Yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah,
What about Kanye West? I wanted to ask about Kanye West in particular.
man.
He's been in the news lately.
Yeah, Kanye West. See, I love the guy. I still do, but at this point, I can't. Like I can't endorse him. Like enough is enough.
Mhm.
Creative genius and all guaranteed, but beyond a point, I
Mhm.
can't. Make excuses for him.
Mhm.
At some point, you need to stop, man. Like
Mhm.
if you're sick, get help. But
yeah, get help.
you can't be using your influence for all the shit that you
Mm,
do.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, you
The
can't.
anti-Semitic stuff is.
Yeah, I mean, it just started getting out of hands. So
it's
yeah.
a bit of a no-go, isn't it?
Yeah,
Personally, I won't lie. I have a bit of a soft spot for Kanye. I got into him like last year,
yeah.
and he got into my top 3 artists.
I remember. I mean, Pepsi was one of the reasons why you got
Yeah.
into. Guys, he like before Kanye or anybody like that, before he got into Pepsi, I remember you saying that Machine Gun Kelly was your favorite rapper.
It's because I liked his one particular
Guys, he
song,
said
Diablo.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Guys, I didn't say he was my favorite rapper. I would say it's Eminem, but I liked El Diablo as a song. It's a really good song. It hits hard.
Yeah,
But I won't like Kanye has overtaken pretty much every other artist in that
see,
space.
Yeah. See, even now I would. What he's done for the industry and
Mhm.
production in general is just insane. But
Next level stuff.
you can't enable him anymore.
Yeah.
It needs to stop now.
Yeah, seeing him in the news like that ever since now I've become a new fan. It just breaks my heart.
Yeah.
But I won't lie, I still love the man.
Yeah.
Separating the art from the artist.
Fair. Yeah, but I did that for quite a while,
Hmm.
but not anymore.
How do you feel about that? Like seeing a lot of artists and political figures,
Uh-huh.
they make a lot of content and they're very loved, and suddenly you see something about them on
It's
news.
just heartbreaking all the time.
Mhm, yeah.
It's like you don't want them to be. You
Yeah.
defend them as much as
Yeah.
you can,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just bad human beings, bad decisions. Few
Yeah.
of the times, like with films, it's easier for me to disassociate it,
Okay.
like art.
Because it's such a separate product from
Yeah, I
the-
mean, it's just not like one person, right?
Mm.
It's got at least
a co-
hundreds of people
a
behind
combination
the
of like
scenes.
1,000 talents.
Yeah, so films are easier for me to segregate,
Separate, okay.
but music and literature, if you are a bad person, I'd have to unsubscribe.
Mhm. It's funny how like so many things are popping up right now. Like the first thing I can remember is Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. Her takes
Yeah.
on Twitter are not so
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Uh,
But you can't. I mean, yeah, you can condemn her actions right now, but you can't, like, what she's like done for a generation, like generations of readers,
Yeah.
and she's gotten so many people
Yeah.
into the habit of reading,
Mhm.
so many people into
yeah.
fan fiction,
Mm.
like so much Harry Potter fan fiction, most of it
Yeah.
really concerning.
Really
But
good.
I mean, at least it got people to write
Very
on
questionable
their
stuff,
own,
but
yeah?
very good stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Something you
Yeah.
can consume on a daily basis, but not so
I
great
mean,
for
not
you.
for me, but
In secrecy.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. With regards to music,
Uh-huh.
in terms of Kanye West, do you like any particular albums?
I mean, his college trilogy was really good.
Okay. Yeah, that was great.
They're my top. And Dark Twisted Fantasy too.
Mm-hmm.
Those were really good. Yeah, like
Personally, my favorite is Graduation. That's like it stopped.
yeah.
Nobody has beaten it. yet for now.
Graduation is. I mean, you saw the guy. Like he literally did a song in that where he's got sutures and stuff in his
Yeah,
mouth,
yeah.
and he did like that's the guy who Kanye was.
Kanye was.
And now to
Yep.
see him do stupid stuff
Mhm,
like this
yeah.
is just heartbreaking,
I
man.
miss the old Kanye, man.
Yeah.
I miss him, but I really just find out about him
Yeah.
now.
The fact it's like he's. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
How
man.
do
It's
you
just-
how do you even talk about his actions at this point? He's just like he's
Yeah.
going off and
He's just digging his own grave. I don't know why
Yeah.
is he not.
and it keeps getting worse. It's like
Yeah.
he's like, okay, it's like when you go to a movie story and like, you can pick two choices. One
Yeah.
is the worst choice, one is the better. He's like, I'm always gonna pick the worst
Yeah,
choice.
it's just
Just
earlier
spiral
it used to
downwards.
be independent artists,
Mm.
independent thought.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't deny that there's definitely no PR team who's
Yeah, of
coming up
course.
with his
yeah, yeah.
speeches and stuff.
Mhm.
It used to be like he used to be fun because of his unfilteredness,
Mhm,
but now it's just you need a filter now.
mhm. Yeah, considering we're
Yeah.
talking about him,
get a PR lead.
yeah, we're
Don't do
talking
your-
about him, so he's definitely in the news. But I
Yeah.
don't think he's in the news for I think I don't know about the right reasons, but he's definitely in the news for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I mean, any publicity is good
Mhm.
publicity, but
Mm.
no.
Any books you like something that you remember from your childhood?
Okay, this is embarrassing, but I very rarely read.
Yeah.
Up
okay.
until like I could count on my fingers the books that I've read voluntarily
Okay,
as an
okay,
adult.
Okay, so the same as me.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I don't read at all. I started getting into reading last year onwards.
Mhm.
Yeah, but right now I
There must be a
really
particular series from when you were kids.
not at all.
No
I
magazines?
never read. No.
Tinkle?
I used to be the Tinkle. I used to be the guy who used to read like 4 pages of Tinkle,
Oh my
which
god.
were the ones which had Supandi stories on it.
Supandi stories. Oh
Yeah,
god.
I used to be that guy.
Oh my god, even worse than me then. At
Yeah.
least I read quite a lot when I was a kid.
No,
and
I never.
Somewhat now.
I used to be the kid who used to cry when I used to get like books
Mhm.
and stuff for birthdays.
I do prefer visual media a lot more though. I think
Yeah.
it's just different level to reading.
I don't know. I mean, I like reading, which
Mhm.
is. I mean, the fact that I don't read is a bit ironic since I write a lot.
You write a lot. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's just very weird, but
Yeah.
yeah, I just can't.
Mm-hmm.
I've been recently getting into it though.
Mhm.
Like right now, I'm reading this book named Dead Air.
Okay.
I forget the
think I've heard
author's
about
name.
it. I think I've heard
Yeah,
about
it's
it. Yeah.
it's yeah. So yeah, I've been trying to get into
Mhm.
it more.
Okay, if you had to have a dinner with 3 people that you could choose, which 3 people would you choose from history? Anybody dead or alive? I mean, of course, besides me. Yeah.
Besides you,
Yeah,
yeah. So
besides
that
me.
makes it 2 people.
2 people.
Yeah. So, I'd really like to have dinner with Paul Thomas Anderson,
Okay.
and I'd really like to have, I
Bit of a difficult question, isn't it?
yeah, it
Mhm.
is.
One person from history.
One person from history.
I can name him. I can name so many.
Yeah, I guess I can. I know I can't really remember right now,
Mm-hmm.
but no, I can't really think of anybody from. I'm sure there are a lot of people that
Okay,
like
let me
to.
just name a few random people.
Uh-huh.
Kim Kardashian, Hitler,
No.
Stalin, Putin,
Oh, I
Donald
mean,
Trump.
no,
Not so much. Okay.
not so much.
Okay, let's have Paul Thomas Anderson, me and you. Great dinner. I'll just sit there and you guys
Yes.
can have a great conversation.
Yes.
I'll play the nice third wheel.
Yeah.
Okay, considering that you're gonna leave now, do you have any plans for the future? Anything about pursuing your film tastes?
Oh man. No, I mean, I should be having plans for the future.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's high time now, but
Nothing
don't-
in particular.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like I do be doing something related to creative.
Creative. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really see myself
Mhm.
turning out to be, at least not for my whole life, being
Mhm.
an engineer. But let's have this podcast, 30 years down the line,
Okay.
where you see a male pattern balding guy
Yeah, I mean that's probably gonna happen to most of us.
Yeah.
Right
coming with his Infosys backpack to do a
then. Guys,
reunion
I've been working
podcast.
in Infosys for 20 years. I
Yeah.
didn't do much else.
Yeah, but I don't want to be, doing a desk job.
No particular aspirations.
I mean, something related to I think that I could do good in content writing,
Content writing, okay.
advertising,
Mm-hmm.
market, and films. Something related to creative writing.
Mm-hmm.
Journalistic a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I have trivia and stuff I'm really into. So with content creation is something that I'm
Mhm.
really into.
Okay, okay.
So maybe something along those lines, but who knows, man? Like
I mean, yeah.
for all you know, I
Things
could be the
change so
Infosys
quickly
uncle.
these days, yeah.
Yeah.
ChatGPT might be a new content writer. by
Yeah,
then,
who
yeah.
knows?
Yeah, but if I were to personally say, I'd say you are like a very good leader. Like the calm and collected head I've seen on you. I've asked you this quite a lot. I know I have. If
Yeah.
I've questioned you like how do you stay calm and how do you seem like a leader so much. I feel like any leadership position would be great for you at that point.
I mean, I don't know. It just I don't like to lead by nature. Like
Mhm.
I'm not a natural leader,
Okay.
but I like to. If I've been given a responsibility,
Mhm.
I'd give it my sincere most efforts.
Yeah.
So if I'm given the like the role or responsibility or like a chance to lead
Okay.
people, I'd take initiative.
Mhm.
But yeah, so yeah, it's just like having complete sincerity towards whatever I do, not expecting anything in
Mhm.
return, and not cutting corners,
Yeah.
doing stuff the way it's supposed to be, and
Mhm.
not just doing a shoddy job just for the
Mhm.
sake of it. That's something that has helped me a lot.
Putting in the effort where it
Yeah.
needs to be put in and not
Yeah.
and just not avoid that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I spoke to one of your friends. I'm not going to say who,
Okay.
and they said you're a time management ninja, somebody who's
Yeah.
great at putting in the work when it needs to be disciplined.
Yeah, like I'm always like I'm the guy who will be there. Like if you say that come at for this podcast we were supposed to meet at 10:30. I've been waiting outside this room since 9:50,
Mm-hmm.
and around 10:15 I was like maybe now it's cool enough for me to ask if
Ask,
these guys
wow.
are around.
Okay.
So yeah, I just like to be on time. It just that gives me a lot of relief.
Mm.
Like otherwise it's just if I'm even a minute late, it just makes me so anxious.
Mhm.
I'm like no, even
You'd rather be early than late.
yeah. If I am even a minute late, I'd be. What's
it
even the
bothers
point?
you,
I don't
yeah.
even show up. Yeah. So
Mhm. Sounds pretty similar to me. Yeah.
yeah.
In that
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
Yeah. Even you are
Yeah, very particular about
a
things
freak
like
about
that,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm constantly working, doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope I can make this podcast a lot
Yes.
bigger,
Yes.
make it a lot more prolific, and we can do a lot more things.
Yes.
This is the interview of Tharun, our outgoing chairperson. Interesting stuff is coming soon, guys. Our podcast is going to continue, and this is the pilot
Uh-huh.
of our second season.
Yeah.
Things are coming.
Season 2, these guys have a lot
A lot
cooking in
planned,
the
yeah.
kitchen. So
Stay
stay
tuned,
tuned, guys. Yeah.
This
Really
will
excited.
be our new setup for now.
Yeah, thankful to be here.
Yeah.
Probably not for the last time.
Yeah.
Please call me back.
Hopefully.
I'm
yeah.
not leaving this podcast.
I'll
ever.
make that decision, okay?
Uh-huh.
See you guys. Bye-bye. Take
Bye-bye,
care and
peace.
peace. Hey guys, I'm Pratik. Along with hosting this podcast, I'll probably go on long tangents and steer conversations in a weird direction. I hope your time spent listening to me is almost worthwhile.